Hi friends, how have you been? Today I want to talk to you about my dissertation, my thesis. If you don't know, I am in mechanical engineering and I am finishing my degree, so I need to do a dissertation of 6 months. And I am currently doing an internship in France. So I decided to not follow the conventional way. That is, most of my colleagues, you just apply. So around September, October, my university gave us a sheet with possible topics for dissertation themes and the professor that will follow you during this time and this semester. But you can also do internship like I am doing. So now I am in France, I am doing experiments and I have a certain topic, whatever, and I am now writing my dissertation. And I was with so many doubts about writing my dissertation. So many doubts. So I decided to do this video because if you are feeling like me, like little overwhelmed, so disorganized, so many things to write, what should I put it, what should I not, this is correct, this is fine, this is not, and you cannot understand what is good and what is bad for your presentation, for your dissertation, and also for the presentation, because I don't know how it works in your university or in your country, but in here you just do your work and you need to deliver a document, your dissertation, your thesis, but you also need to present it. So you also need to do a presentation for your jury and you need to have a certain grade. So my first tip for you is that from my experience, my university give us some help. So the thing is that we have a template. So you know how to put your figures, there are rules that you need to follow for put your bibliography, for put your mini images, your tables, how to write, several advices like be concise, be direct. They are so helpful in this part, and we also added the chance to have the meeting with the two professors that talk with us for about 2 hours to explain to us all the template and how we should write it, and how to do an X and stuff like that, how to do appendix, and what type of rules they wanted us to follow. But as I said, for inner country can be very different, and I think that for other universities in Portugal it's also going to be different. So my first step was to learn my template, how to put everything, how to do my bibliography, to not just to be aware of how I should put it. When I am putting an image, I don't have any doubt, I just do it because I know how to do a reference to authors and all this like logistic and technical part of writing it. So this is my advice for you, just use what your university and your professors give you and make the most of it. My second tip is that when I was starting to write my dissertation, I was like all over the place. Because the thing is that when you are doing internship, there are so many things that you are doing, so some of them will go to your dissertation, some of them will not, and you needed to decide it. What I did was very helpful. So I used Notion to just organize all my life regarding dissertation. So I just create tables and pages in Notion just to organize myself. And my tip for you is to understand that, of course, you will need to have a chapter that will be introduction and a chapter that will be your conclusion, bibliography, annex, appendices and stuff like that. But the thing is that what chapters, what sub-chapters you should have. So for me, what I did, I just thought about my 4-month work and all the things that I did, all the experiments, and I just put them in boxes. So okay, I did experiments, okay, I did simulations, okay, what I did more, okay, CAD design. For you can be all so many different things. you know. So I just put in like big boxes, and I put one subchapter for each of one of them, and then just like a sketch, like a scratch thing, like I don't know how to say it, just something very like simple. And then I was thinking, okay, in my simulations, what software I did, what type of simulations I did. I was okay, like I did 2 type of different simulations, so I will do like 2 big subchapters about it, and inside of my subchapters, like tiny subchapters if I need them. So this was my thought, and it helped me a lot. So I was not like writing, and I was not getting overwhelmed because I was organized from the beginning. So what I found is that many people share with me that when they are doing a report or a thesis, they are just blocked. Their mind go blank because you are feeling so much pressure and so overwhelmed for the amount of things that you need to write, because you work a lot in this 4 months and you have so many tasks and presentations. For example, I had so many presentations because in here, so while I was doing my work and different tasks, I also have a presentation with my professors and the company, because my project is insert and it is a partnership between a company and a university. So I had a lot on my plate all the time, and it was very difficult for me to just sit down and start writing. So I don't advise you to do that. You just needed to just grab a sheet and write titles of chapters of big chunks of work that you did during these months, and then you are starting to just calm down, and when you are writing for that subchapter. So in your mind, it's just like a little drawer that you open. Okay, this is just a right CAD design. What I did about CAD design, okay, I have so many images to put, I have so many annexes to put, okay, images, I need to give tolerances, I need to put all that stuff that I work with in that chapter. You finish that chapter and your mind's like, okay, then next chapter, simulations, softwares, everything, so many parameters that I need to talk about, my struggles, my difficulties, what worked, what didn't work. So this is such a helpful tip that I remind myself of doing it because I was literally going crazy. Other tip is that okay, in the beginning you do this, but then you are start writing, and you continue to have like you are blocked mentally and you don't know what to do. So my advice for you is that I started writing and I was like, should I put this? Should I don't put it? Oh my god, I did so many things, but I cannot put all of this in my thesis because I am a limit of pages. What should I do? So what I did, it was is because of this that Notion helps a lot. So I just did bullet lists, and inside of my chapter I started to write about subchapters, and I call them micro chapters because inside of these subchapters of yours, you are just writing what images you want to put, specifically what you want to talk about, what tables you need to do, what images you need to do, to just the diagrams of like a pressure setup or something like that. You need to do these images and it's a lot of work. So I just advise you to just do your micro chapters inside your subchapters. Okay, inside of these chapters, that is like CAD design, what will I do? Okay, I did 2 types of CAD designs for 2 different big chunks of experiments, so I will separate them, but inside of these subchapters, okay, for this part of the experiments, what pieces did I did, what improvements I did, what images I will put, everything is done in my CAD designs. Okay, no, okay, I need to put some more pieces. Okay, I will improve my CAD designs and then I can just grab these images and put. So this is just a helpful tip because, okay, you just did a sketch of everything your thesis will contain, but then you are specifying and do the hard work because then you will just need to write about it. It will be so much easier for you. So what I advise you, my third tip for you is just to inspire yourself and go read others' work. So what I did is I grabbed some theses from my colleagues from previous years, and I just read and what type of Portuguese they were using, what type of sentences, and yes, I just could understand that it is a lot easier than I thought. But yes, sometimes I'm not inspired to write, so watch other people's work can also inspire yourself and give some hints and some things that you didn't thought of. So, oh my god, I did that, oh that's so smart, how can I adapt for my work? No, this is not good for me, you know, so you can just select and watch how they write, what type of language they are using, what type of tables, what makes sense in your work, what could make sense in your work, and it's like a metric for you also to understand if you are not like a good judge of what can I put it, should I put this, should I not, because my professors really wanted that you are concise and clear and everything is well explained. So yes, so guys, these are my tips for you. Tell me in the comments if you have already read the thesis in your life, and give me also some advice, because I am always needing it, and tell me what you think about this video. Bye!